Today, we're going to do a blind shootout with a Mesa dual rectifier. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Taylor and I do all sorts of guitar related stuff here on my channel. If that's something you're into, make sure to subscribe and click the bell notification icon so you get notified about all my future uploads. I don't know why I have to ask you to do two things. You think if you were subscribed you'd get notified about all my videos, but that's not the way it works. So just ring the little bell. And if you guys have any questions or suggestions or just want to say hi, do it in the comments below, right after you press the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Alright, for those of you who watch my comparisons regularly, you know that I've been talking about doing some blind shootouts with real amplifiers for a while now. Well, today that's exactly what we're gonna do. I have a Mesa dual rectifier solo head on loan right now from one of my friends, and since I have it in here, what I'm gonna do is throw it into one of these comparison videos. For those of you who aren't familiar with my comparisons, what I'm gonna do here is take a song and reamp the guitar DI through the real amp, through a Hotone Ampero, through a GE200, through an HX STOMP, and through an AxeFx-III. And the way this is gonna work is I'm using the same cabinet impulse response on all of the modelers as well as the amplifier just to take out that variable. I'm also boosting each one with an actual tube screamer versus using the tube screamers in the modelers. That way we're taking out all the variables besides the amp modeling that's happening inside each unit. Now, since this is a blind shootout, what we're gonna do is we're going to listen to the mix, we're going to listen to the guitars soloed, and I'll designate each different modeler or the amp with a letter. And then at the end of the video, I will reveal which letter matches up to which modeler or the real amp. One of the reasons that I want to do this is just for my own sheer morbid curiosity, but also to see if anyone can pick out the real amplifier. Since a lot of my content is based around amp modelers, I get comments all the time about real amplifiers always being superior to amp modelers. And I don't think that's the case. I think in a lot of ways, amp modelers are actually superior to amplifiers.
It's so stupid. Real amps are obviously better.
Well, what about if you want to record or play at low volumes?
It's called a load box, you chode.
Load boxes are kind of expensive, and you know what? Amplifiers are kind of expensive too.
You gotta pay if you want good tone. I personally only play through my boutique $50,000 relic vintage Marshall Plexi.
Yeah, but you also have to keep up on the maintenance of biasing and retubing your amps periodically, and they're not consistent. Sometimes they change tonally just depending on the humidity in the room or the temperature, or, you know, just getting jostled around in transit.
Whatever, poser. I'm gonna pick this out in 2 seconds.
All right, I guess.
Did I just fart?
Anyways, guys, let's get over to the demo. Alright guys, before I do the reveal, I want you to go down into the comments section and let me know which one you think is the real amplifier. Don't worry, I'll wait for you. Alright, you got it? Now let's reveal which one is the amp and which ones are the modelers. Alright guys, what did you think? Were any of you right or wrong? Were you surprised at any of the modelers' performances? Let me know in the comments below. I had a lot of fun making this video, and to be honest with you, I was actually pretty surprised at how well each modeler did at recreating the Mesa Boogie tone. I definitely had to do some EQing on some of them because there are some high frequencies that just do not exist when you're using a real amplifier that each digital modeler will recreate somehow. They all perform differently and have their own quirks. Like, for example, the Ampero doesn't seem like it's replicating any of the tone stacking that's going on with the actual amplifier. It's just kind of like doing its own thing as far as the EQ on the amp goes itself. And with the HX STOMP, it felt like it was sort of replicating what the amp was doing when you would turn the knobs on it, but just like diminished a little bit. The GE200, similar to the Ampero, just sounds a little bit flatter, a little bit more mid-focused, which some people prefer and they think it sounds better, and that's great. And it should be no surprise, but the AxeFx is the only one that actually behaves like the real amplifier. I mean, I know that I own an AxeFx and I'm a big fan of them, but just in all honesty, unbiased, the AxeFx is the only one that truly behaves like the actual amplifier when you're tweaking it and adjusting all the knobs. I know that that doesn't matter to some of you and you're just looking for the end result, but I thought I'd include that as well. Alright guys, what should I do next? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.